Good morning, Bobcat teachers and scholars. Welcome to another day of teaching and learning. Let's remember that every student counts, and let's make sure that every moment matters today. Let's get started with our morning announcements. Now, every day, all of the Bobcats within our Scenic Hills School should strive to display our foundational values. In order to do this, you must think about the 3R approach, which is to be respectful, be responsible, and to always be ready to learn.
I, Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat information. Bobcat affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership of my actions. I make wise choices. I'm excited about new learning. I will reach my goal. I forgive others and myself. I understanding of business. I am a leader. I am a Wildcat.
In today's classroom spotlight, we would like to shine a light on our grade 3 scholars. On that Friday, that Thursday and Friday before the break, we visited these scholars in their classrooms and they were working so hard on their assignments, even while we had Miss Washington away as our other scholars were competing in that contest at the FedEx Forum. If you look really closely, you will see Miss Lewis in that classroom space, substituting as the PE teacher. She is in there. You would never know that she wasn't the real teacher. We might need to be figuring out what class she needs to be teaching. She's going to be an awesome instructor someday, hopefully soon. Congratulations again, grade 3 scholars. Thank you so much for your outstanding work and for displaying all 3 of our foundational values of being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. All right, over the spring break holiday, we had several of our Bobcat scholars who had birthdays. We would like to wish a happy belated birthday to Denzel Brewer, Markayla Crowder, Anthony Nash. On March the 16th, Amira Miller celebrated her birthday. On March the 17th, Jayana Agnew had her birthday as well. And on Friday, March the 18th, Trinity Kelly and Gianna Charles also celebrated their birthdays. On yesterday, Anthony Fields celebrated his birthday. And on today, we want to wish a very special birthday to Kenzie Giles. Scholars, we hope that each of you had the best birthday ever And to Miss Kenzie, we hope that this day brings you everything that makes you smile. Now, if you are in the classroom with any of these scholars who had a birthday over the break, make sure that you turn to them right now. You point to them, and you know how we do it at the Hill. You say, "Happy birthday!" In our Students in the Spotlight, today we would like to shine a light on our grade 5 scholar, Miss Marzie Short. On Saturday, Marzie represented our school in the Memphis Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sororities annual oratorical contest. We are so proud of the work that Marzie did as she presented her stance on whether she believes that Tennessee should adopt a mandate for all students ages 5 through 12 to take the COVID-19 vaccine. It was awesome. We are so proud of the work that she did. We would also like to thank her two coaches, Ms. Coleman and Dr. Cavanis, for their assistance. She did a beautiful job representing the Hill during this contest. Congratulations, Marzie, and we are so proud of you.
3GC Literacy Pledge. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read at my desk, at home, and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet, each day of the week, reading's a treat. So I take this pledge to make reading my way, and feeding my brain what it needs every day. By Deborah Angus.
Thank you all so much for showing your Bobcat pride on that last day before we left for spring break. On the screen, you'll see just a few of our Bobcat educators and our scholars in their Scenic Hills gear. Don't forget, on the bottom of the March calendar, there is a QR code that your parents can scan so that they can order you some new Bobcat gear as well. Also, let your parents know that on Wednesday, when we have our Moms Matter Muffins with Mom, we will also have the representatives at the school. Tell your parents that they can come up between 9 and 12 and pick up Scenic Hills gear directly from the school. So we're very excited that our financial secretary, Ms. Wheeler, was able to set that up just for you so that your parents don't even have to go across town to the store. The store is coming to us. Scholars, it is that time of the week where we announce our top 3 grade levels for attendance. Remember to be in our top 3, your grade level has to have the lowest percentage of students who have been absent. Let's see who our third place grade level is today. Will it be you? Have you remembered to bring your notes in? when you are absent to make sure that your grade level's percentage stays very low? Let's see if you have made the cut this week. Who is in third place? We are congratulating Grade 3. Congratulations, Grade 3. You have the third lowest percentage of students who have been chronically absent. Keep up the great work. Remember to continue to bring in those notes because there isn't that large a percentage between our third place and our second place. So, third graders, if you continue to clean up your attendance, you could level up and be in second place when we do our next set of announcements. Let's see who is in second place. This week, we are congratulating our grade 5 scholars. Congratulations, you are in second place. You have the second lowest percentage of students who have been chronically absent. Congratulations. Thank you for bringing in notes when you are out to clean up your attendance because every student, when I tell you every student counts in this race to be in first place for our lowest percentage of students who have been absent, every student count. Look around the room right now. Ask your classmates if they brought in their notes because you don't want to be in second place, grade 5. You want to level up and be in first place. The next time we make this announcement, you want to be in first place. Look around the room. Ask your classmates if they brought a note when they were absent. If they did, they still have time because if they bring them in, Miss Clark will put them in the system, clean up your attendance, and you could level up and be in first place the next time. But we are going to find out in just a moment which grade level has come in on top. Let's see who they are. This week, we are congratulating this grade level for having the lowest percentage of students who have been absent. Let's see if that same grade level that has been holding on to that top spot for the last 3 weeks, do you think that they came in first again this week, or did another grade level come in, swoop through those other 2 levels, and make it into our top spot? Let's find out now. For the 4th week in a row, we are congratulating our grade K scholars. Grade K scholars, you are number 1, and you have been holding on tightly to this first place spot for the last 4 weeks. That is 1 month, 30 days you have been on top. We are so proud of each of you. Every day that you come to school, you keep your grade level in first place. That is how we do it. You have to come to school. If you want your grade level to be in the top 3, you must be at school. And our grade K scholars are at school every single day. We are so proud of each of you. Continue to come to school, and when you are absent, don't forget to bring a note because that keeps your grade levels percentage of chronically absent students down and you want to remain on top, we are very, very proud of you. Now, grade K is the grade level to beat. In order to have the lowest percentage of students who are absent, you have to have most of your grade level at school. Look around the room. You see some empty seats? Call your classmates, tell them to come to school because they are keeping you from being on top. All right, now scholars, we have had some fun field days over the last 9 days as we were home for spring break, but it is time for us to get back to work. We only have 49 days left in this school year, and we have 9 more days left to prove that we are Brilliant Bobcats, Rising Stars, or Double-Digit Scholars. We will continue Mastery Connect testing this week in mathematics and science, and scholars who are inducted into our clubs will receive their wristbands on Thursday of this week. On the screen, you will see just a few of our grade K scholars as they received their wristbands right before we left for spring break. I can't wait to see which of our scholars will be inducted and receive their wristbands this week. Our second announcement is, scholars, this afternoon when you get in the car, you need to ask your mother figure, whoever is coming to represent your family for our Moms Matter Muffins with Mom event on Wednesday if they have registered. Now, you received a form that your mother's, your grandmother, your aunt, your uncle, your godmother, whoever is coming to represent your family and have a pastry or a muffin with you on Wednesday, but it's okay. If you do not know where that form is, just tell them. All they have to do is call the office to let us know that they are coming. We want to make sure that we know that they're coming. Tell them so we can make sure that we have enough muffins and pastries for everyone. So that is why it's important for them to register. And so the last opportunity to register is really today. By tomorrow at 12 o'clock, that is the last opportunity. So tell them they need to call us before tomorrow at noon so that you can be registered for this event. We can't wait to see if our moms break the records that we have for our grandparents and our dads. So I'll show you that bar graph on tomorrow, so you'll know how many moms, mother figures, godmothers, aunts, grandmothers that we need to have in order for our Moms Matters event to reign supreme and be our top event for the school year. So tomorrow I will put that bar graph up just to remind you of how many grandparents we had and how many dads we had, because I'm sure, I am positive that we can have twice as many mothers as we've had at any of our other events. Now, the last thing that I need for you scholars to remind your parents about is that you want to attend our free event, the event that has the food and the fun as we are celebrating enrollment for our next school year. So in order for you to be eligible for our attendance bash that is taking place on this Friday, all your parents have to do is to register you to attend the Hill next school year. So you need to ask your parents if they went into their app to register you or if they filled out that form that we sent home. That's okay. If you don't have your form, we have lots of forms in the office. All you have to do is raise your hand right now and your teacher will send down to the office to get you a form because we want to make sure that all of our scholars are ready to go so that we'll be ready to begin our next school year with all of our scholars at the Hill because I want every one of our scholars to remain at the Hill. I can't wait to continue to see you grow and learn and for us to have fun. So make sure when you get in the car, when you get off the bus, when you get picked up from daycare, when you get picked up from aftercare, that you ask whoever picks you up if they have registered you for next school year because that's the only thing you have to do to be ready to attend. Now look at that, 2 great events this week. You need to invite someone in for the Muffins with Mom, Moms Matter event on Wednesday, and then on Friday, we are celebrating enrollment for next school year. So there's 2 things, and you don't have to do anything but ask your parents, your guardians, whoever you are with this week, if they have registered you or signed up for these 2 events so you can have some free food and fun on 2 days this week. I'm excited about everything that we have going on at the Hill this week. In our Students in the Spotlight, today we are shining a light on one of our grade 1 scholars. We are so proud of Mr. Cardell Taylor. Cardell has mastered the first 400 sight words in our race to learn the 1,000 most commonly seen words when you read. Cardell, we are so proud of the work that you are doing. We can't wait to see how many more words that you have learned since we have been home for spring break. Miss Barrow, please provide us with an update so that we will know just how many words that Cardell and the other scholars in our building have learned. Keep up the great work. It is that time where we induct scholars into our 3 academic clubs. You will find out in grade K if you have been inducted into the Brilliant Bobcats, the Rising Stars, or our Double-Digit Club in mathematics. Let's see who these lucky scholars are. In grade K mathematics, we are inducting the following scholars into our Brilliant Bobcats Academic Proficiency Club. Kenneth Dabney, Arian Hall, Bailey Gill, Hope Jefferson, Camille Arnold, Jalen Davidson, Kingston Hewitt, LeSean Brown, Mason Jeans, Aiden Tabb, Miles Williams, Carter Smith, Ronald Ware, Darius Adams, Ray Andrews, Dakari Ewells, Avrion Sally, Tymeria Bledsoe, Ava Jordan, and Ava Scott. Congratulations to our newly inducted Brilliant Bobcats in grade K mathematics. And our rising stars in grade K math are as follows: James Givan, Graylin Harris, Jada Johnson, Xander Strand, Barry Woods, Hope Baskin, Alana Burchett, Kalia Coleman, Terriana Jacobs, Antalia Merriweather, Messiah Newbern, and Travis Rags. Congratulations to our newly inducted Rising Stars in grade K mathematics. And lastly, we will be inducting the following scholars into our Double-Digit Scholar Club, Aiden Jones, Jasmine Jones, Lordion Crump, Jacob Robinson, Kalia Wright, Cameron Collins, Malachi Danner, and Kanaya Willis Ward. Congratulations to all of the scholars who were inducted today into our Brilliant Bobcats, our Rising Stars, and our Double-Digit Bobcats. Don't forget that you are able to come out of uniform all week. We can't wait to announce more scholars during our announcements on tomorrow. Did you know that today is World Poetry Day? It was on this day, March the 21st, in 1999, that the United Nations began celebrating World Poetry Day, and it's with the aim of supporting linguistic diversity through poetic expression. So, in honor of World Poetry Day, I am offering our scholars the opportunity to become poets, world-renowned, published poets to the world. I am looking for scholars who can write an original poem with the title Proud to Be Me. Your poems are due to the main office by 12 p.m. on March 31st. We will have our Bobcat staff to judge the poems, and the top 3 poems, the poems that receive the 3 highest votes, will be published online for the world to read. Miss White is already a published poet. I don't know if you know this about me. I write books. I've written 6 books, and I have published 3 poems nationally. And so I am offering an opportunity for 3 of our Bobcat scholars to become published poets. Last year was the first year that I hosted the Proud to Be Me poetry contest. And on last year, the youngest poet that was published was 7 years old. So don't think that just because you're in the first, the second grade, the kindergarten, that you aren't able to become a published poet. You never know what you can do until you try. And on the next slide, I want to introduce you to a very young poet who had the opportunity to perform her original poem for over 1 million people to see.
I pick up the pencil, but I ask myself why. I have no story to tell, no pain, no reason to write. Staring at the blank page, a thought wanders before me. I see a spark reaching out to grab it, my hand stretched out as far as I can, and nothing. It's all lost, all thought, all purpose. So I stare at the paper again, for hours it seems, as I look up at the clock shining 1 p.m. I was ready to take a break. Standing up, fists clenched, shoulders broadened, until I'd realized I had started at 12:59, and that hunched me back over while releasing a sigh. So I continued to stare, waiting for that booklet of notebook paper to work its magic, to stare back at me and blink. That is what fuels me, a sense of accomplishment that I couldn't receive from the clock. As the time slips away, I realize I'm not alone, lost and abandoned in this blank page. So when you find yourself and you're reaching for that spark, ready to grab it, but pull back, when you have emotion built up inside but can't seem to find the words to release it and to release you, I am trapped, my feet glued to the floor, a cluttered closet of insignificant thoughts, searching for the one to set me free, to fill up the emptiness of that blank page. But this time, when I look back at that page, I see words. So when you battle with that first blank page, those words you can't seem to find, just pick up that pencil, as I did mine.
Remember, every day we're building Brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future. We will conclude our announcements with our victory roar. Say it with me. Together we must believe. Together we will achieve. Together we are reimagining 901. Have a fantastic day of teaching and learning.